Hello everyone. It's James again. And today I want to talk about never ever trusting someone you suspect is a narcissist. Or someone you feel has tried to manipulate you in the past. Because the sad fact. And we must say it again and again and again. Not only to ourselves but to others. And that's narcissists don't change. And they will only fake change in order to get you back into their good graces. Not even on their deathbed will they change. This might be a hard concept for some that don't know about narcissism to grasp, but it's true. When these so-called people have the ability to make amends and change, and somehow right their wrongs when they have every chance to do so, they pull out another lie or manipulation all over again. Just like when they were in their heyday. Narcissists can't get enough of lying. They can't get enough from manipulation. Because the narcissistic supply. Their drug of choice they get from such actions is too addictive for them to not do it. And make no mistake about it. Besides not feeling bad about lying to get this supply, they actually enjoy when someone is harmed and put out by this lie. And getting sucked into such traps are all too easy. You might have an ex you share children with. And you lower your guard for the sake of being decent and kind. And 6 months, maybe even a year goes by. And they are being as kind could be. And before you know it, they've lured you into another trap. And they've struck you with the blinding speed of a cobra. Or you might have older parents that were literal demons on earth and ruined and I mean every aspect of your childhood. And they are now acting like they have turned over a new leaf. And guess what? You drop your guard. And now I'm not telling you what to do in this instance. Because some people want to have a clear conscience when it's in regards to their parents and them being old and ill. But I will say this: if you are at limited contact for such a situation, at least at bare minimum keep your eyes wide open and pay attention to what is being asked of you. And what is going on. Because trust me, no matter how ill or how old they are, there is a lie, a trick or manipulation happening sometime soon. And if you aren't paying attention, it can take the wind out of your sails once again. And interestingly enough, sometimes it's good lessons on how these people are. When one has resigned themselves to the fact they won't change, and they might still have limited contact with such an elderly relative, not providing them important details about your life. So they don't know where you really work, what you really do, and or anything about your life. Give them generic info and let them do all of the talking. But as you're watching and listening, you can see the tricks as plain as day. And you get to see firsthand how someone that is almost on their deathbed will refuse to give up their lying ways. And it's good to see this for some of us. I don't recommend it for all. But those that can handle it. Because it reinforces what we've talked about over and over again. These people, if you want to call them that, don't change. They won't change. And they can't change. Now the goal for most people should be no contact. But the fact is, sometimes that's not possible. And limited contact is the only choice. And never trusting these things gives you a chance to see what they are up to without getting taken for a ride. And it lets you know real clear. When you meet someone that gaslights you for the first time, there's no second chance at trust. When they try to manipulate you even once, they are done. Because you know from your own first-hand experience, even if they are 90 years old, they are going to continue their manipulation until they take their very last breath. And even after that, I'm firmly convinced my mother and Susie will try to gaslight and lie to God when they are in his throne room answering for the harm they've caused others. You think I'm joking? I really think at least my mother thinks in her mind she could pull it off. We know better. But I bet she thinks she has a shot at lying to God. You see, when you see these so-called people for what they are, you stop making excuses for them and their behavior. You know there's a big difference between misunderstandings, where the person makes a judgment error and can come and talk to you under their own steam, and explain in detail what went wrong, and what they are doing to remedy the problem. And they can demonstrate it with action. And they can and will remain consistent. But with the narcissist, you get smoke and mirrors. You get conversations purposely diverted into different directions so they won't be held accountable. You get gaslit and told you didn't really see what you had seen. They smear your name behind your back, all the while pretending to be your friend. And yes, they will fake like it's all a misunderstanding. But your gut will tell you otherwise. And it's your job to trust your gut. I say this because it's good to revisit these feelings and thoughts. Because when we are on the road to becoming the best version of ourselves, these nasty demons will come out of the woodwork to throw a monkey wrench into what we do. Because they can't stand to see good people get ahead. It drives them nuts. And how they will get your trust to throw this monkey wrench into things is by faking they've seen the light and they've changed. And once we realize they can't and won't change, we can stand there unfazed as they try to lay their charm on thick. We can nod. Sure, sure, sure. And walk away, knowing they are full on lying to us. And in no way in heck should they be trusted. I thank all of you for listening to this message. I hope all of you can reach your dreams. Some of you are trying some very cool things with your lives. And on the road to bettering yourself. I just don't want to see a narcissist in your life regain your trust. And take it apart again. Because you and your dreams are too important. With that being said, let's keep praying for wisdom. Let's keep praying for strength. And let's keep praying for courage. And until next time. Bye for now. And be good to yourself.